Literally thousands of years, it's been the ultimate symbol of power, beauty, and, real lasting value. Today, we're diving deep into the golden constant, and we're going to explore why this one precious metal has been the cornerstone of wealth for centuries.
So let's just get right to the heart of it, right? Empires come and go, currencies, well, they can turn into worthless paper, but through it all, gold is still here. So what gives it this incredible staying power? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out together.
To really get why gold matters today, we have to look back. And, way back. Gold's legacy isn't just about money or finance, it's literally woven into the fabric of human history itself.
Okay, so here's the absolute core of it. Unlike paper money, which, let's be honest, governments can print more and more of whenever they want, you just can't create more gold. It's a finite resource. And that scarcity, something that even ancient civilizations understood, gives it a real intrinsic value that paper money, well, it just can't compete.
All right, let's fast forward to today, because every modern investor, and that probably includes you, is up against a couple of really persistent enemies that are always trying to chip away at your wealth.
So, first up, we've got inflation. You can think of it as the silent thief. It's that sneaky little force that makes the cash in your savings account worth less and less over time. $1 today, well, it just won't buy what it could yesterday, and it's definitely going to buy even less tomorrow.
And history gives us the perfect example of this in action. Back in the 1970s, when inflation was just running wild and chewing up the value of the dollar, guess what people did? They flocked to gold. As the value of money plummeted, the price of gold absolutely surged, protecting the wealth of anyone who held it.
And the second major headache? It's volatility. It's the market roller coaster, right? One day the stock market is flying high, and the next, it's taking a nosedive. All that unpredictability creates this deep, fundamental need for something stable, an anchor you can hold on to when the financial seas get choppy.
So if inflation and volatility are the bad guys in this story, what's the solution? Well, for thousands of years, the answer has always been gold. It helps to think of it less as just another investment and more like a financial shield.
Let's take a look at one of the worst economic disasters in modern history, the Great Depression. It just wiped out fortunes. It brought the entire global economy to its knees. And right in the middle of that storm, gold was like a lifeboat. Banks were failing, stocks became worthless, but the tangible, real value of gold provided this crucial layer of security. It literally preserved wealth when pretty much everything else was being destroyed.
Okay, now let's jump forward to a crisis that a lot of us remember very, very clearly. The 2008 financial crisis. That sent shockwaves through the entire global financial system.
And what do you think happened? You guessed it. We saw history repeat itself. As the stock market was in a total freefall, investors rushed to the safety of gold. Its price shot up, acting as this perfect counterbalance in cushioning people's portfolios against absolutely devastating losses.
So what's the big takeaway here? Gold kind of marches to the beat of its own drum. It doesn't just follow the ups and downs of stocks and bonds. And that's exactly why it works like a shield. When other assets are getting hammered, gold often stands strong, protecting your portfolio from all those arrows of market chaos.
But hang on, because this is where the story gets even more interesting. Gold isn't just about playing defense. It can actually be a really powerful tool for your offense, for building real long-term wealth. So, take a look at this number, 10%. Now, it might not seem like a huge number at first glance, but trust me, in the world of long-term investing, a consistent return like this is incredibly powerful. This 10%, well, that's gold's average annual return over a nearly 50-year stretch, starting right after 1971. And that date is so important because that's when the US dollar was officially cut loose from gold. So what does this tell us? It means that in our modern era of money, gold didn't just keep up with inflation. It blew right past it, delivering real, tangible growth year after year.
So, how can you make this work for you? Well, it all comes down to a balanced strategy. You can use gold as your stable foundation, that reliable source of long-term returns, and then you can use those gains to invest in other areas, creating this really powerful engine for compounding your wealth that's both stable and growth-oriented.
Okay, so we've established gold has a pretty amazing past and a powerful role in the present. But what about the future? In this rapidly changing financial world, does it still have a place at the table?
Well, let's see how gold stacks up against some of the other precious metals. Now, silver, platinum, palladium, they're all valuable for sure, but their prices often swing wildly with industrial demand, which makes them a bit of a roller coaster.
Gold is different. It stands apart as a pure store of value, a monetary metal. And that's really the secret sauce to its unique stability. And what about the new kid on the block, right? Digital currencies. Now, while cryptocurrencies are no doubt an exciting new thing, they are also incredibly volatile. Gold, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. It's not a competitor to crypto, it's more like a complement. It's the trusted physical anchor in an increasingly digital and, let's face it, uncertain world. So that really leaves us with one final thought. As our financial world gets more and more complex, with new assets and new risks popping up all the time, the real question isn't just about what's new. It's about what will last. And for the last 5,000 years, history has given us one very shiny answer.